On an autumn morning in New York's Hudson Valley, Tommy Hines starts his Saturday by lining this field and thinking about the joy it will soon bring.
The kids and their smiles on their faces and everything, I mean, I can't get that out of my head. And it makes every minute of what I do worthwhile.
For Tommy knows that hours from now, his work and this field will help make the most improbable of football dreams come true. These are the Devils of East Greenbush, New York. They are all pioneers. For this is the nation's first and only Pop Warner Challenger Football League.
When we first come up with it, we had people look at us like we were nuts. You know, you want my kid on the field in a wheelchair playing football.
That's what happens in this Challenger League, where young athletes with disabilities are brought to this field, and often aided by a parent, they catch the ball, carry the ball,
That's it, Joe!
and cross the goal line. No one loses. No one even keeps score. And while they do play defense, no contact flag football rules let mid-20s men share the field safely with preteen girls, like 8-year-old Kathleen Grace. Diagnosed at birth with Down syndrome, Kathleen was 5 when a series of strokes took away the use of her left leg and nearly claimed her life.
Some of those long nights in the hospital were pretty tough. We never thought we'd see a football field, huh? Yeah.
What happens when Kathleen scores a touchdown?
What happens? Everybody goes, touchdown! Touchdown, Devils! That's the best part, huh? And then throwing the ball down and doing a little dance.
In the Challenger League, everyone gets to score a touchdown. Kenzie Edwards is an 8-year-old with Down syndrome who loves to imitate her favorite player, the Giants' Jeremy Shockey.
When you score a touchdown, what do you do with the ball?
I got a football, put it in for.
From new end zone dances to the old hidden ball trick, these Pop Warner athletes get to do everything they've seen other kids do. Athletes like 16-year-old Alyssa Hines, who's known the pain of being treated as different.
How did it used to make you feel?
Upset and mad. But now I'm okay with it because of football. It makes me feel like I can actually go out there and do something and have a life just like everybody else.
Alyssa's cerebral palsy can't confine her happiness, as she's aided on the field by her cousin, Tommy Hines' son, Steven.
Just to see her laugh, just to see the smile on her face, it's awesome. Just because, I don't know, something about her when she smiles, it's worth it.
Steven has scored touchdowns in Pop Warner,
Got it!
so he knows what that feels like, but he says it's 10 times better when he scores with Alyssa, because it means a lot more.
Most sports that I've done, I felt like somebody's done them for me and I haven't really done anything.
Why does it feel differently when you're playing Challenger football?
Because it's adapted to every kid. Doesn't matter what disability you have, whether you have an aid or you can do it by yourself. Every kid can play football.
For these parents, the Challenger League lets them savor the social interaction that youth sports provides for so many other families, and lets them cheer for children who need that encouragement so desperately.
At 3 years old, this kid could do everything but tie his shoes. He was just a normal, energetic little boy.
8 years ago, Jake Powell suffered a brain seizure and collapsed in front of his parents. Month after month of doctors and tests revealed that he had a rare and incurable form of cancer. To prolong his life, Jake underwent chemotherapy, even as his condition deteriorated. Then, one day last April, 11-year-old Jake could stand the pain no longer.
He finally said, no more. And I couldn't get him in the car to go to Boston for treatment, so I called the doctor, and the doctor said, well, maybe it's time we listen to him. He now knows that he will die, and he's okay with it now. You don't want to be sitting here watching your child slowly go. So, but he's happy as long as we keep him happy.
Jake has missed most of this season's games, so his family does everything it can to get Jake onto the football field one more time. And after getting a welcome from Burke Adams, who helped start this league,
Oh, my buddy. Hey, Dave.
Jake is wheeled onto the field by his dad for the last game of the season.
No, go! Get on that.
Here, go. Come on, hold it.
In the first half, Jake is racing toward the end zone when the ball slips from his grasp, and Jake loses his chance to score. Then, before halftime, Jake must be taken off the field.
He couldn't finish out, he had a seizure, and so he had to be changed, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, and I'm like, this has nothing to do, you did not do this, it's not anything you can help, so do not worry about it.
But even as his body betrays him, Jake has a spirit that stays strong. He returns to the field, and now, when it comes time for Jake to score a touchdown, it is a gift of love from father to son.
We're running down the field, and you can hear him, you know. And then when I turn him around after we make a touchdown, he smiles and he passes the ball on.
Hey, nice job, buddy.
What are you gonna do? You can't erase those. It's memories.
He was just like, woo! Bouncing around in the chair. He loved it. He was so happy. That's all he did all day was, Grandpa. And my father was like, yes, you told me you scored.
Next fall, Tommy Hines will again line this field. The site of so many unforgettable moments of joy and exhilaration, treasured memories of achievement and triumph that will brighten these athletes' lives forever.
Everybody wants that moment. Everybody wants to be a star. That's what the Challenge League is all about. Giving every child, regardless who you are, that opportunity to feel that important and be on top of the world.